Welcome to the stream, everybody. Jumping right into the action here between BHOP and Axolotls. Axo was able to take the pistol round there, but BHOP forcing back, tying things up, and they do have the weapon advantage here. Axo did decide to force right back in response here. We'll see if it works out for them. 3 Tech 9s, a MAC-10. Tender on the Deagle. Tender actually tagged pretty early there at the bottom of the B stairs. But Axo has made their way to upper mid. Still unclear which site they want to commit to here. They do still have some time to decide, but Tender going to take down Beaky the All-Star here as Beaky tries to push the B stairs. Spermy does get the trade, falls back into the site with those dualies. He's got Silas to back him up here in sight. Consti advancing onto the B side, does kill Spermy there past the first container, but doesn't clear the far pillar, so Silas able to take him down with the MP9 there off the peak back pillar. Leaves us in a 3-on-3 situation. Axo moving towards the A site. Polo going straight for that bomb plant. Does get the bomb planted default here without any further contest. CX peeking towards ramp, Stand faking the defuse, but Axo gonna have to peek here. Jumanji gonna be the first to peek, drops one. Polo gonna back him up, getting a MAC-10 kill there onto Stand. CX gets the trade. 1v2 situation. CX with the health advantage does kill Polo here. Top of the ramp ledge, fakes the defuse. Jumanji hears those footsteps, and CX playing with fire with that quick switch there. Jumanji advancing towards him, but CX just going for the save now, and CX again getting a bit lucky there that he was even able to save the weapon as he was tagged further down to 4 HP. Flirts with death once more as he does the little great jump there. But Axo is in the lead once more. Spermy with the initial peek here, top of the B stairs. Connects onto Tender. That was quite a peek there. We'll see if BHOP is able to pull off this force. Neither team has saved it all yet in this game. I know we're still early here in the map. Polo boosted top mid, gets the initial pick there. Jumanji gonna step out to back him up there below the boost. Picks Silas opposite side top mid. Polo advancing towards the opposite boost, and this round is all Axo as they're able to get all those kills needed there at upper mid. Jumanji finding 2 more off the rotation from the back of the A site there. No timeout taken. BHOP on a full eco here. This is the first save for either squad. Axo obviously on full rifles once more, albeit 2 Galils in play here for the T side. This should be a fairly straightforward round for Axo unless BHOP can pull off some serious magic here. Consti able to kill 1 backside. BHOP is rotating back through lower mid. Silas finds 1, but it's Jumanji going big again. Quick 2 headshots there down the A ramp. Tender able to get that final AK headshot on to Spermy. Axo now with their largest lead of the map, up by 3 rounds. BHOP will be on a proper rifle buy. So it's 5 silenced M4s here in play for BHOP. But it almost feels like a bit of a house of cards there on the CT side, considering they only have 1 set of head armor in play here. It's on the helm of Beaky Wow. And CX will get spammed there through yellow tarp. Not sure if the lack of head armor contributed to that, but it definitely didn't help. Still a lot of time remaining here in round 6. Axo still with a lot of options. They don't necessarily have to commit A. just because they got the initial pick here at ramp. It would probably be beneficial for Axo to actually at least get some kind of fake going here. But they're still grouped up at the A ramp. And we've got no reason to believe that they can't get these clean picks into sight. BHOP does have 3 at the A site now, so technically an A stack here from BHOP as they anticipate this push. Axo still on ramp, and they are committing to the A site. Elk picks 1 here. Default Styles able to get the trade here in front of Default. Polo getting redemption +1 as he kills Beaky through the smoke there. Behind the Default boxes, bomb has been planted, and it's only Spermy remaining here for BHOP with 44 health. So it looks like this will be a 5th round going to Axo. Spermy able to kill Elk the Lurker here over by the B lobby. Looks like Spermy likely will be successful in saving this weapon. But yeah, Axo now going to go up by 4 rounds, and starting to look a bit concerning here for BHOP in the first half. I do really like this new lineup BHOP has. Some people might see CX as a controversial pickup, but I think he has a lot to offer in the server and to the NA scene in general, so I can definitely understand the pickup there. And BHOP in their last match did take that initial map off MIBR and kept it competitive throughout, so even just seeing that definitely got me even more excited about BHOP's potential future here in the scene. With that said, Axo's been very impressive here tonight. Stan pushing all the way down ramp, does hit that 5-7 headshot onto Elk. Bold play there from Stan. CX still with only 5 HP from that initial exchange. Axo trying to get a flank here onto the B side, actually, from Boost middle. Tender actually on the flank just a moment later, but it's 2 sets of trades going out at the opposite Boost mid. Silas still alive, coming out on top of that last trade. He still has 100 health, which is very important here since CX is only teammate alive, still with only 5 HP. Of course, Tender with full health over here for Axo as he looks away, rather to clinch this 1v2. He's actually going to fall back onto B again. Does get the bomb planted at the B default. And if Tender plays this cool, he could certainly clutch this up. Gets the initial kill onto the top of the B stairs. He's got the crouch angle and hits that final headshot onto Silas as well. A smooth clutch there from Tender. And to be frank, it really kind of looked like he had that the whole time. He never hesitated. Cleared the entire B side and CT spawn just like he needed to. And from there, he just kind of went into autopilot, he seemed. Elk able to get a pick here, front of the A side. CX does trade back from some of those back boxes in A. Consti caught in the Molotov with only 10 health. Still gets the trade onto CX. Spermy getting redemption there at the A side. It is just a single man advantage for BHOP here at A though. Axo still trying to make something happen here at A. Less than 50 seconds on the clock here in round 8. Polo pulls the C4 out, does not fake it. Bomb has been planted here at default. Silas with a nice headshot backside. Tender with a 1-tap. In response, might have been a 2-tap, but given the benefit of the doubt, regardless, Spermy able to get that final trade needed for BHOP. They secure the defuse. BHOP is able to get a much-needed second round for themselves, but they're going to have to show us quite a bit more than that here in the first half. And in general, as even with that round loss, Axos seemingly still has a lot of momentum here. They did have some cash to fall back on, so it is another full rifle round for Axolotls. 5 AKs in play here for Axo. Beaky and Silas holding things down at upper mid. Axo is essentially fully grouped up at B here. 4B, 1 lurking over in upper mid, kind of just watching for the aggression there. That's Jumanji over there. Elk advancing past E-Box. Headshot Silas. Beaky gonna trade from far backside. Gets a second as he steps past E-Box. Picks up that AK and he's able to kill Consti as well. Huge 3K from Beaky. That sets up Stan to get the flank kill on the B stairs, but he gets flanked in turn by Jumanji. Jumanji, even though he was able to flank the flanker, will eventually be put down by CX. BHOP now trailing by just 3, but it's going to be BHOP who takes the timeout here, as they are in a bit of an awkward economic situation. A weapon has been dropped for Silas, it looks like. So it's still going to be majority rifles here for BHOP. We'll see what Spermy ends up utilizing here in a moment. With that said, Axo has a bit of a mixed economy here as well. They do have 2, maybe 3 players that could go for rifles, but it's safer to go for somewhat of a semi-buy here, and that's exactly what they're going to do. Some upgraded pistols being bought here on the T side. 2 Tech 9s, 2 Desert Eagles, Elk full saving with a Glock. But BHOP can't take anything for granted here, even though they know Axo's economy might be hurting. They know Axo is dangerous with Deagles and Tech 9s, even from what we've seen already here today. Silas able to pick 1 here down the A ramp. He's got Elk low, pulls out his sidearm. He's able to finish off Elk with his USP. Spermy able to put 1 down upper mid as well, and a great round thus far here for BHOP. They do lose CX over near the A site, but BHOP should be able to close this out. Planted a default. BHOP essentially letting them get the plant there just because the smoke was down and BHOP has the time. Silas able to kill Consti as he peeks from default. Tender posted up here over by the great piping, but he's only going to get 1. BHOP brings this to within just 2 rounds now. And it's quite a shift we've seen here the past 4 rounds or so. Axo is on a proper rifle round again. Consti on the AWP as well, but it's Beaky feeling confident, drops down to the front of the B lobby, picks Tender. It's Stan getting aggressive as well, pushes down, grades down to Elf, but he needs to clear Polo there in between the smokes. He's not able to do so in time. Polo gonna put him down by way of AK headshot there. BHOP still with the man advantage, still with a lot of time remaining here in round 11. So Axo still does have a lot of options. And Polo with a nice pick here over towards the A ramp ledge. So that actually does balance us out to a 3-on-3. Manji trying to lead the way onto the A site here for Axo. Looks like Axo... Oh, I could be wrong. I thought they were maybe going to get the initial pick there, but Polo decided to push through the smoke, and that's the wrong decision. He's put down, and then Beaky and CX able to get those final kills towards the front of the A site. BHOP now trailing by just a single round, and things have gotten very, very interesting here in map 1. If you're just joining us, welcome. I believe Axo was up by as many as 5 rounds before this comeback started. CX with the nice pick there down the A ramp. Axo really not able to attempt a trade there. Excuse me, down the... Or actually, yeah, that was the lurker. Excuse me. Thought that pick was in a slightly different location, but my initial call there was correct, it looks like. Some light nades and utility being exchanged here at the B site still. But it's unclear if Axo is going to commit B or not. They've now fell off just a bit there from B, making their way back down the B stairs. Spermy with a nice pick there towards the top of the B stairs. Polo does trade out. Silas with a very accurate nade in response does get one. It's another set of trades going out here at the B side, and it's only Consti remaining for Axo. 1v3 and Consti, even though we've seen our fair share of clutches from him time and time again in ECL, he's not going to be able to outlive the odds there, and that will lead to Axolotls taking a timeout here as we're tied up at 6 rounds each. Axo will not have enough money for a proper rifle buy, so it's going to be a semi-buy with some upgraded pistols for them once more. Tender eventually buying up Desert Eagle there. Axo making their way towards upper mid, still sending a lurker towards the A ramp. Let's see if CX can get another early pick. Silas already spawning multiple Axo players here. Upper mid, he might need backup as smokes are being dropped there upper mid. But so far, still no kills going out from either squad. That quickly changes as Stan peeks grates here by Yellow Tarp. Elk down. Polo able to get a 1D here from Boost Box upper mid, but the AK control from Silas will get 3 kills in response. Absolute beautiful display of AK control there from Silas. BK able to pick up the final kill of round 13. BHOP officially in the lead. CX with a nice pick there down the A ramp once more, and it seems like CX actually becoming the X factor here, no pun intended. CX again on the repeat from the top of the ramp ledge. Consti down. Some double scope action for CX, going to give BHOP the 2-man advantage here in round 14. CX again repeaking the A ramp, and Axo just needs to stop. At least for this round, just fall back from A, boys. No one's getting by CX's op there. Tender advancing onto the B side, though, and he will find a kill over here at B. That's the first BHOP player to fall this round. Beaky able to trade him out a couple seconds later. They're off the side of the Great Peak. Beaky able to spin Jumanji through that smoke. Nice little into the round there on behalf of Beaky. Wow. And we head into the final round of the first half. Map 1 here. BHOP up 8-6. On the nice initial peak there. Down Yellow Tarp, gets one. Elk trades out. Silas able to stop one there at the front of site, but it's Elk trading back again. CX has rotated over to A. Does kill one backside, partially through the smoke as well. Tender does get redemption there just a couple moments later. That does bring us to a balanced 2-on-2. And some nice spam nades into the site. Consti on the repeat there through the center of sight. Headshots Beaky. And it's only Spermy remaining here for BHOP. Bomb being planted at default. Bomb successfully planted without Axo taking any further damage there. Consti with only 13 HP. Spermy going into this 1v2 with 45 health. He's looking to clear the far back alley first. Not a bad idea. He might be able to get... Well, he's going to have to get Tender no matter what on this peak, but Tender has the angle. Spermy goes down. BHOP still ends the half up by 1, but it's anyone's map. We'll be back in just a couple minutes to see how this one unravels. Keep this tab open.
We laugh and we stop, we try not to talk about. Still your smile keep on heating up the climate, and all the blood to my cheeks are rushing out, yeah, yeah. And by accident, you're getting closer. Well, can you tell me something, tell me something? Is it a wild shot of letting you know that you're the topic of all of my thoughts, yeah. 'Cause I'm so sick of this friend zone.
Cheaters ruining your plays?
I have eyes on the enemy.
Bad servers stopping your shots? What you need is ECL. Advanced anti-cheat to stop cheaters. And the best servers around, all with 128 tick rate. ECL, the best way to play CSGO.
It's hard, you know. I just wish someone on my team would have told me. Apparently, I'm really not that good with this thing. Also, I die way too often in apartments, seem to never have enough money on buy rounds, and flashed 4 teammates just yesterday. Wait, what? I didn't.
You did, Sean.
Oh. But I'm much better with the 5.7 than you are, Elias, and I got 34 entry kills last week, and I should actually be playing B-site. I'm much more useful over there.
What grade did you get this week?
I got a C. That's not too bad, right?
Let's go!
Nope, gotta go. If you want to know what you're good at, and, well, also what you suck at, check out csgohub.com. Coming!
We laugh always stuff we try not to talk about. Still your smile keep on heating up the climate, and all the blood to my cheeks are rushing out, yeah, yeah. And by accident, you're getting closer. Oh, can you tell me something, tell me something? Is it a wild shot of letting you know that you're the topic of all of my thoughts, yeah. 'Cause I'm so sick of this friend zone. Whatever it is, it just feels so real. And your eyes keep on talking in the silence, and all the blood to my cheeks are rushing now, yeah, yeah. And I'm hoping you are getting closer.
Welcome back to the broadcast, everybody. Second half of map 1 underway here between Axolotls and BHOP Esports. Axo peeking mid in unison there, or a ramp rather. Polo does take a shot here, upper mid, but he's being rushed by BHOP. And what a play from BHOP as they take control of opposite boost box. They now have control of the B side. Silas planting, default does get the bomb planted there without any further contest. Stan watching the flank here at the B stairs, and it pays off. Elk does not full clear the stairs, and that will cause his demise. And BHOP, if they just play this cool, they should be able to get the kills / trades necessary here at the B side. Polo does kill one for backstab, but it's Beaky going insane with the Glock, lighting up a triple headshot as he wraps around the E-box. Beaky finishing off that round with some passion there. Just an exciting display of North American Counter-Strike from Beaky. Wow, that's what we like to see here in these ECL matches. BHOP now up by 2. Axo going for the force buy, but it's Stan with the spam through the smoke. Elk down at the end of Greats there. Axo not with a clear opportunity to attempt the trade, so it's still man advantage here for BHOP. Tender tried to re-peek there. Halfway ledge, he'll be picked off. BHOP still advancing towards the A site. I don't know if Axo's going to be able to stop this with just a couple pistols and an MP9. He's still spamming through yellow wall. He will... I guess maybe he didn't connect there onto Consti. Maybe just a hair. Stanislaw does kill one past default. CX able to spam Jumanji through the smoke in sight as well. Consti still able to put down CX with the deagle here. Bomb down, and Consti picking up that MP9 drops Beaky just a moment later, and thankfully he ran out of ammo, and Spermy was able to get redemption there. BHOP now up by 3 rounds as they survive that force buy from Axo. Axo left a bit low on funds here coming off that force. We'll see if BHOP can capitalize once more here. CX on the re-peek here at the A ramp, takes down Consti. He's looking for more. He smells blood in the air, and He does get another tender down top of the ramp ledge. And CX finding a third kill as Elk steps out from back alley to grades. He's not going to survive that peek. Beaky able to take care of Polo here at the bottom of the B stairs. Jumanji on B stairs as well, and Beaky off the re-peek puts down Jumanji by way of AK headshot. That puts BHOP up by 4. Axo not calling for a timeout. They will be on a proper rifle buy. Polo does get the initial defensive stop here at upper mid from opposite boost, but Spermy pushing through that smoke kills Polo next to E-Box. And Beaky able to take down another there upper mid, kills Jumanji by way of Molotov. Bit of gamesmanship there from Beaky. Wow, bomb planted on the B side default. And BHOP does have the man advantage here. We'll see if Axo is able to get the proper angles for the retake. So will indeed just end up saving the rifles here.
Terrorists win.
And what a roller coaster of a match it's been. The tides have turned. BHOP now up by 5 after starting this match down by 5. So a 10-round differential swing there from BHOP. We'll see if they're able to hold on. Axo is on a full buy here. 5 silenced and 4s. No ops in play on either squad. So that definitely changes the dynamics of this rifle round quite a bit, actually. A lot more options here at the A ramp without an op in play on either side. A lot more options for both teams over here at the A ramp. Both teams still spamming each other through this smoke here. Some light damage being done to the BHOP side, but okay, it will be Kasi picking up the first kill here at ramp. Gets a second frag down the lower ramp. Silas trades back for 2, but he's low on health. Polo gonna finish him off through the smoke. Silas surviving with only 6 HP. Elk with only 6 health on the other squad as well. Axo still technically with the man advantage here. Spermy stepping out from the back of B side into CT spawn. Does kill Polo cross mid there, but the trade goes out. Silas trying to clutch up with just 6 health. Does plant the bomb B, but will not survive any longer as Jumanji takes him down with an HE nade.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
CX getting very aggressive here. Over by the B stairs, kills 2. Stan was taken down in the midst of that chaos there, the B stairs, but a very nice start to the round for BHOP once again. BHOP, despite coming off that round loss, still had money for rifles, and as you just saw, CX is of course on the off this round. CX looking for another pick here at the B-side. Tender still by the default pillar. Re-peeks to take down CX, but it's Beaky trading back for 2. It's only Elk remaining for the CT side. Elk peeks out for the back of the B-side, does headshot Beaky. Wow. Bombs implanted. Spermy barely surviving by dissolving that Molotov at the last second. Gets the final kill onto Elk as well. Spermy surviving that series of events with just 4 HP, including that Molotov dodge. BHOP back up by 5. And that will indeed lead to Axolotls calling for a timeout here. Axo a bit low on funds once more. Technically, Polo and Consti could go for rifles, but they'd be leaving their teammates in the dust a bit. So it's likely just going to be some upgraded pistols here for Axo. Now purchasing up a Deagle, so it looks like that's exactly what's going to happen here. 4 Deagles and a 5.7 for the CT side as live play resumes. This is essentially, I mean, even though this is an eco, Axo really needs to have a good go at this round, but they've already lost 1 at upper mid at the top of ladder. Stan showing off his confidence once again with that aggressive push. Stan now leading the push upper mid for BHOP. Still lower mid, bottom of ramp. CX will be down with the bomb in hand, but Silas trading back for a headshot collat with the AK. That'll leave just 2 remaining here for Axolotls. It's Consti pushing down the T bridge and actually does take care of Silas there. Jumanji able to recover an AK. Spermy and Stan are able to get those final kills. That lower ramp, and BHOP potentially inching closer to a map 1 victory here, but it's not over quite yet. Axo is on another full rifle round here. Polo on the op once more. CX still opping here for the T side. No timeout being taken. Elk on the peak there from back alley will drop 1. Nice little spam with the A1S. Still a lot of time remaining here for BHOP to work with. Silas was tagged early there as well. He's got 67 health. Polo, I believe he just got op spammed by, I mean, it sounded like it was from CX's op that hit that spam, but that would have been a pretty long distance spam there. We'll have to watch the replay on that. Could have been someone else. CX will get the pick into sight. Consti down brings us to a balanced 4-on-4. And CX seemingly the X factor once again here for BHOP and for the match in general. If he's able to get another here from Sandbox, looks like he won't need to. Spermy able to kill 2 here at the front of the A side. Beaky gonna kill Polo back side as well. So yeah, CX didn't even have to kill another one there from Zipex. It's interesting how well the op works from that Zip-X spot time and time again there at Sandbags. Jumanji does successfully save that A1S, but BHOP now has this at map point up 15-8. Silas leading the way up ramp and grades here for BHOP. Silas did take some early damage, but still no kills going out from either team. Consti gonna stop one there from the upper ramp ledge. Stan trades out. Tender gets redemption. As the dust settles, Axolotls do have the man advantage. This map is not over quite yet, folks. Polo on the peak there from opposite boost, upper mid, Spermy down. It's only CX and Beaky remaining here for BHOP, so Axo might live to fight another day here, or at least another round. Elk spamming the front of the A site, makes light contact with CX. Beaky still going straight for the plant, does get the bomb planted, doesn't fake it. Love the play here from Beaky. CX covering him from the back of the ramp ledge. CX now over at Zip-X. CX going to be the X factor once again for sure. Kills one, backside, Tender down. CX location is nobody, still kills X. Or Elk rather, on the side boxes. Polo going to take down Beaky the yellow tarp, and then Polo hopping up onto Sandbags to get that final headshot onto CX. And indeed, Axo will at least survive another round here. BHOP had some cash to fall back on. Got the plus 300 from the plant as well. So they're on 4 AK. CX with an AWP once more. CX does take some early damage there. That lower ramp, Beaky and Stan still lurking towards B. Bomb over in T mid, so BHOP not committing towards either site yet. Time getting very low here. BHOP has rotated back to the B stairs. It's all 5 BHOP players here at the B stairs. All 10 players in the server still alive. Jumanji gonna be the first to be taken down here at the B side. Beaky backing up Spermy to get the trade there onto Polo. Ball planted, default. Stan advancing towards back side, but gets caught a bit off guard there by Tender, who pushed through the smoke next to E-Box. CX still is able to get a pick back side. Consti trading him out a few seconds later as he advances from the back of the B side. Silas on the peak from first container. Makes contact with Elk. Kills him off the repeat. Consti left in a 1v2 to keep Axolotls in the map, but it's Beaky. Wow. On the peak from the B Cubby. Gets that final kill needed for BHOP to secure the map. So a solid start to the night here for BHOP. If you weren't with us earlier in the map, BHOP went down by 5 rounds there in the first half. I believe they were down 6-1, and they were able to make a serious rally as they came back in the first half, won the second half pistol round, and then just kept the momentum going from there. So well played by BHOP. That was Axolotls' map pick as well. So we'll be headed to Inferno, BHOP's pick there for map 2. And if this does go to a decider, it will be Ancient, which will be very, very interesting indeed, especially between two similarly matched teams like this. I do still feel like BHOP has the upper hand here. I know they're technically the favorite according to a few different sources as well, but with that said, I would say Axolotls still has a very, very good chance of taking this to a third map, despite it being BHOP's pick there of Inferno. But we'll be back in just a few minutes to get ready for Inferno. Keep this tab open. We'll be back.
We laugh and we stop, we try not to talk about. Still your smile keep on heating up the climate, and all the blood to my cheeks are rushing out, yeah, yeah. And by accident, you're getting closer. Well, can you tell me something, tell me something? Is it a wild shot of letting you know that you're the topic of all of my thoughts, yeah. Guess I'm so sick of this friend zone. I swear that you look at me different.